I guess we will continue now. Everybody, despite having been in this battle, and many of you are at least a little winded, if not severely injured, like Jan.
Winded. I'm pretty injured.
You do feel like you've kind of pushed yourselves past your limits and have unlocked a new well of power from within. But as you stand here in this throne room wrought with death, you're faced with an interesting scenario. These empty children that the Winged One planned on using to act as a catalyst for the celestial power held in Rostohur.
You said I could use that, right?
I said that, or at least the Winged One mentioned that Elijah would be, he wanted to use Elijah as a throughway.
Yeah, he wanted to use my body. Honestly, kind of.
Oh.
If Derek was a funny man,
Because all of
during
these
this
empty
monologue,
children
Derek would be stabbing them.
essentially had their like consciousnesses removed.
Consciousness eye.
He would need a conscious empty child to essentially guide the Winged One into possessing one of these bodies.
Could I give my mother a body?
Oh shit!
Does you know how her consciousness is like trapped within me?
That's an interesting thought.
Feeding
I'm down.
And you can, Thomas, you feel it too. You can't like act as that throughway that the Winged One mentioned, but at the very least, these are interesting beings because you can kind of reach out to various creatures' consciousnesses and through like your psionic abilities. It's strange seeing these bodies that should by all means be filled with life. They're not devoid of color. They're not. In fact, they're actually breathing, as you can now see. They're more comatose than anything, but you do not get the sense of any thoughts within their heads.
Sorry, are you talking about the floating?
Yeah.
Thing? Okay. Just making sure. I can
Just
only see a couple of them.
Just these featureless bodies floating in the air, which remain floating even after the Winged One has passed. And yeah, why don't we go back to Osira here? Jose, you had this idea.
Mm-hmm.
How might you go about it?
Well, you said that Elijah needs to be the focusing point?
Yeah,
Like,
think
I'm
of
like
it
the
as
gate
think of him as like a guide.
Yeah.
I don't think he has Elijah, knowing your own limits, like you did feel a connection to these beings, but I don't know, Osira, do you want to communicate with Elijah about what you're thinking?
I do.
Speak. What? Are we in the same room?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Elijah, can you give me a hand with something?
I could try.
You said you felt the connection to these empty husks, right? I wonder if
Some
it'd be.
sort.
I wonder if it'd be possible to stick a consciousness into one of these bodies.
I mean, it's worth a shot. I don't know how it could work though. He
Well,
did mention something, but
if it does
I
work,
don't
I'll
know
be
how
getting
it
my
would.
mother back shortly. So I'd like to
It's worth
try
a
it if
shot.
possible.
Let's try it.
All right.
So how do we do this?
How the fuck?
This
How do we?
is
How the fuck do we do this?
probably more like a ritual than anything.
Yeah.
Oh, can I
Like
perception?
a skill challenge.
A skill challenge?
Yeah, essentially several skill checks
Yeah.
would
Awesome,
need to be
let's try
can I
that.
cast guidance?
You could certainly cast guidance on one of them, I'll say.
Yeah, I'll give it to Asra.
Okay, Oscar. We're gonna do this. Let's try. I'm gonna take him, and I'll take him. Actually, choose a body. I would say.
Is there female body anywhere?
Whoa.
They're all
Joe.
like genderless.
Bro.
Okay, so they're all just like white husks, basically.
Yeah,
Okay,
Okay.
so
they're all devoid of any like discerning features. Think of
Gotcha,
them
they're
as
like
like
a mannequin.
mannequins almost. Yeah,
Nice.
mannequins but with like flesh and bone.
All right, Oscar, come here. So the ability that I have to change my face only works if I see them. Now I've never seen your mother before, so for this to try to work, you have to be incredibly precise. Describe every detail of your mother's face, and describe every memory that you have of her.
can I? Should I do this as like a check of some sort?
I don't know. This was
You know what?
said
This
something.
might this might not be the like the check, but this might aid Elijah's check in some way, for sure. So, if you're going to relay this information about your mother,
Uh-huh.
what pitch to me what type of check you might make.
That's what I'm looking at right now. The check for me or the check for Asra?
Well, it'd be the check for Asura.
Okay. It's a shame because I'm trying to work one that he's kind of good at. And performance, maybe, or
Performance might be a good one.
yeah, I'll try performance.
All right, so you're gonna make a performance check to accurately relay all this information about your mother to Elijah,
Okay.
so he can get a firm picture of who she is in his mind. '21.
21.
Is very good.
21. That would be good.
21.
Oh, I
Elijah.
can add a D4 to that, right?
Yeah, you can add a D4 to this check.
Everybody just pour
because Caleb did say he was giving this one to Asura.
All right.
22,
23.
23.
23.
Okay. You feel like, as you sit here for a while and have Asura relaying all this information to you, you feel that you kind of get this, this good idea of what she looks like, his memories of her, and you feel like you might be able to accurately accurately use that image to act as this throughway between Asura and this empty child beside you. When you do make your check, you're gonna have advantage, Elijah. But the question still remains. Asura, this isn't just like some reconstruction of your mother.
No.
Your mother resides within you, within your being. And how about you make now an insight check for me?
An insights check. Okay.
Yeah. A 14. You know that there is an ally with you right now who's also experienced something like this. And in fact draws his power from the experience of having other beings within him.
Thomas.
Yes.
Oh, slightly different. Other fucking year goal. Get this fucker out of me.
I mean, actually, I think you already did that, Thomas. Didn't you decide to destroy him?
Oh fuck, you're right.
I gave you the option
New
to
Year's goal achieved.
destroy him or spare him, and you decided to destroy him. Or
Set
whatever.
achievable goals for yourself.
Like the goals you've already achieved.
Exactly.
So yeah, Thomas very well could, especially because that's the nature of his ability, is reaching or elevating his own mind and reaching out into the minds of others.
Oh.
Perhaps Thomas could even extract the memory of your
Oh,
mother.
man.
It's worth a shot.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
there
Thomas,
are
could you come
three
here real
of
quick?
you. There are three of you
Point hands.
who are crucial in this whole thing working. So, is there anybody who wants to? You can do it again, I guess.
Me.
Thomas, like use guidance again if you want. It's basically just like
Guidance?
you can use it in any phase of this. So right now we're just kind of like in the preparatory phase.
Is guidance a cantrip?
But
Oh yeah.
it is a cantrip. So if anybody else has guidance, you can use it on other characters.
Okay. Also, to perhaps aid in this whole shenanigans, would it help me to have that full picture of that you just described of your mother?
I would
Like-
Yeah,
assume
I'll say
so, right?
he's already made the check to accurately describe his mother, so why not? We'll give you advantage as well.
Oh, okay,
Thomas.
I was gonna go cheeky and detect thoughts, so I knew exactly what he was thinking.
Oh,
Mm.
that's
Detect thoughts is free once a day for me, so I think
You
I'll
know
just
what?
do that.
okay. Detect thoughts.
If you're cool with it, I guess you
Yes.
can. Yeah, I assume intentionally fail.
I'll just not
All right.
try to defend.
So, this is what I will say. Asura,
Mm,
you're going to need to succeed on a check to relinquish your mother.
okay.
That sounds ominous.
See, Thomas, here we go again.
Thomas, that's a cool use of detect thoughts.
Thank you.
I'll say that if Asura successfully relinquishes his mother to like essentially capture her memory. Essentially like capture her consciousness and prevent it from just escaping into the ether. It won't even require a check from you.
Sick.
Like you're already honing in on her.
That's dope.
So, why don't we start? And also, who are you giving guidance to?
I'll give
Thomas?
it to Asura again.
All right. Asura,
Mm,
you're going to need to relinquish. It's scary digging this deep within yourself, and because it's that worry of even with like Thomas's help of just losing your mother forever. What kind of check are you making to focus on your mother and safely transfer her?
there's a couple I could do. None I'm very good at though. I mean, if I wanted to do like a digging deep personal insight check into my own mind, that'd be cool.
I would accept insight as that was the one that made the most sense to me as well.
Yeah.
But if you if you could like somehow
Swing
convince me to use investigation.
Well, it's like a detective investigating a suspect's thoughts, right? He's got to like pick through all the little details.
But okay, it's gonna be an insight check. You're gonna add a D4. As of right now, this will just be a normal roll. I will
Okay.
remind you that you could
I
use
use
your
my
inspiration to
I was
give
just about to ask.
advantage to this roll.
Yeah, I'm using it.
Which would make it pretty easy, even if you like don't succeed the first time. If you have other people manage to help you with their inspirations, you have a pretty good chance.
I'm gonna use my
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got
All
it.
right,
You got it.
advantage, and then add a D4.
Okay.
Damn, I know that's enough.
We
Do you
can
think
still
it's
stack
enough?
D4s, right?
No.
Unless
It's extra die.
somebody has some ability that's not guidance to add something to the result of this check.
Do I have anything? I'm not sure.
Silvery barbs?
I've
Somebody
used
fail
a
a check
lower-
right now. Somebody use a check right now so I can
That's
cast
an
and
that's
fail
an
you.
interesting. What is the condition for silvery barbs?
I don't know. I don't have it.
I either have to
I just know somebody
I have
does.
it. I have it.
I
Here,
either
here,
have to use the lower roll or the new roll. I can't remember which one it
Succeeds
is.
on an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
That's giving Derek knock someone out so he can heal
That's
him
a
to full.
that's like
type
super
vibe.
meta.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna allow silvery barbs to be used just because
That's a
that
cool
would like
idea, though.
force me to reveal whether or not that was a successful.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be
Mm.
successful. That's funny.
That's like too meta. All right. Well, do we want to leave it with the 18 total,
Oh, I'm browsing my
Or-
spells. I'm browsing my spells.
or is somebody going to offer inspiration for a reroll?
I'm looking at it as well.
Oh,
But it's a reroll, right?
It would be a reroll with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
That's why I kind of suggested that Jose use his
What did I roll the first time?
You rolled an 11.
An 11 and a 6. Oof.
oh,
I mean, I'll throw mine out there for him to use, sure.
All right.
Fuck
Caleb
it.
would be willing to if you want to reroll with advantage.
Unless there's somebody whose spells they want to inflict.
I got nothing. I don't know if I have any spells that actually help anything. I have healing spells.
Bro, you could heal me so I have greater peace of mind. Oh no, this fucking works.
somebody have calm emotions
No.
narratively to like calm him down. Well, then again, he already has advantage. Oh,
Oh, we're keeping that,
All right,
baby.
reroll the d4.
give me that 25.
28.
Oh,
Are you gonna take 28 as
Yeah,
your
we're
result?
gonna take 28.
Okay.
sure you don't
Now-
have three?
That would leave us with Elijah.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna reveal well, the result of that yet. Elijah, to use your connection, or how would you envision Elijah using his connection to these other empty children, as he himself is one of these empty children?
I think I don't know, he's seeing these bodies, they're kind of like it has a visceral reaction, right? I really don't have a face. I've kind of just chosen this one. So I'm probably just trying to I don't know, like separate myself from this body and trying to get all those feelings that I'm getting and descriptions from Asura, and just trying to project them onto a not the one of the other bodies, like you're seeing in a mirror, right? Like you're picking out every single detail, but you're actually now projecting it onto something in front of you.
Okay. And what check do you think?
I think everything he does and everything like he so I think it would be have to be that's a great question.
What are you good at? Charisma?
I'm gonna I have a 20 charisma.
That's
Charisma.
naughty.
Whoa.
How's your performance?
You actually also have a very cool ability called magical guidance.
I do also have that, yes.
And you haven't used a lot of sorcery points, which, by the way, don't forget to increase your sorcery points from
10.
yeah, your current and your max by 1.
Okay. Do you think that a performance check would be appropriate?
I think a performance check very well could be appropriate.
See,
Okay.
in my mind, in my head, I'm describing this to you, and you're trying to slowly transform into my mother.
Yeah.
But since you're like touching the statue instead of you transforming, it's the body that starts transforming.
That's cool.
All right. Why don't you make a performance check?
Oh
with
god.
advantage. In fact, I'm gonna
Okay.
move Asura over here and Thomas over here. Like we're playing with like action figures.
We say yeah, we were paused, so I couldn't move myself.
I'm
game
thinking
is
of like
close.
now that you said that, Jose, it's like when in the Avatar: The Last Airbender and Bender when he like redirects lightning. That's what I'm feeling
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
All right, what are we doing? A performance check?
Yes, with advantage.
Advantaged.
Oh god.
Hey, you should totally cast guidance again.
Oh!
Oh.
Hold on. I'll use my cool thing.
Your cool thing. You could spend one for your on the.
Yep, use your sorcery point.
You must.
All right, this is for
That's
all the
great.
marbles.
That's
Does
This
he-
is for all.
You want guidance
I
again?
guess I should.
Question mark.
I guess I don't know. Is guidance allowed?
Free. It's free.
No. This is like
Ah.
all in the same round.
All in the same
and
round? Okay.
Thomas.
I mean, if someone else has guidance,
Yeah,
I
that's what
don't.
I was fishing for, but I don't think anybody else does have guidance.
What if I
Alright,
took
boys.
guidance twice?
I'm gonna click the button, please, dear God. Oh,
it's
A
better.
16.
That's better.
Do we have other people who can use their
I can add my D4.
session inspiration?
Yeah, I can
add
lend
my
mine.
D4.
I could do mine too.
Oh my fucking God! I haven't.
Wait,
said
what's the
it.
Could it
D4?
perhaps
Where's
have been on the other
Wait,
thing?
where's this D4 coming from?
What's the D4 from?
That's from his magical guidance, isn't it?
No, wait. What's the inspiration? Sorry,
Inspiration
you
is
can
a
reroll, you can reroll.
reroll. You
Oh,
can
it's a
choose.
reroll. Oh,
You should probably re-roll the one with advantage, I would say.
wait. They
I'll
both
say
have
inspiration can be. It could be used on a reroll for this, even though magical guidance says must use the new result. Inspiration kind of goes outside of the normal rules, anyways. So,
advantage. Okay. The reroll again. Oh God.
do you
Third
want
time's
to
a charm.
use somebody's? Do you want to accept it, or do you want to?
I mean, I can use my inspiration. I still
Oh
have
yeah,
mine.
you could use your inspiration
I'll just
still,
use mine.
because you
I'll
do
just-
have
I'm gonna leave that up.
advantage.
I'm gonna leave that up to you, Chris.
Yeah, that's fine. I usually don't use it, so. All right. Please, dear God, help this man. Oh,
Oh my God, we suck.
Oh, what the f?
oh
We
damn.
suck. Damn. We have to keep the 8, don't we?
Yeah.
Unless someone else uses their inspiration.
I can lend mine. I haven't used mine yet.
All right, let's try it again.
Spend it all. Spend it all.
Oh,
Let's go.
Keep that.
Good
Don't
luck.
roll.
Good luck.
Amazing.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
You're gonna reroll that. I can do better. Asura. As much as it scares you, you release your mother into the ether, unknowing if Thomas can properly hold on to her consciousness and send it through Elijah into this empty child. It all happens in a moment. This lifeless body floating in the air suddenly loses its attachment to whatever magics were holding it aloft. And it gracelessly tumbles to the floor. Amidst many, many bones scattered across the floor. Something happened. And in the space of a moment, it feels like an eternity. It feels like you've been holding your breath for minutes upon minutes on end. As the pale skin on this empty child begins to grow flush with more color. Its size changing slightly. Freckles and laugh lines begin to adorn this featureless face, where nothing but eye sockets once were open up, as if being cut open by a knife. Eyelids still closed. Nostrils begin to peer out of this nose, and it's kind of gross in a way, seeing a being grow from this mannequin.
I'm imagining
Similarly
like
to the eyelids, a slit forms across the lower face, and you can begin to see the wrinkles of lips. A mouth is formed, and these sprouts come up from the scalp. These long, wavy red locks. And once it fully assumes the form of your mother, you begin to hear it. Peaceful breaths. As if in a deep slumber. This looks like your mother for sure. Albeit currently in this
Uh-oh.
deep sleep. Don't worry about the really intense music.
okay.
Oh, thank
I was
God.
gonna say, like, what
I was
the-
like,
let's
maybe
maybe this like mysterious music.
This
That's
looks
This
like
is-
your mother.
scary.
This is scary.
play the music that you had in the beginning.
It looks like your mother.
No, 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 don't know.
Like, bro. Yeah, that piano music was actually very fitting.
Yeah, I don't know what the name of that track was though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
I should have been paying more attention. Do 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 do. I will find it. Don't
You
mind
can't just
me.
hit back.
Oh, it's so true. I think I might have fucked up because
You hit shuffle.
I like went to a different playlist.
Oh, I see.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Never mind. Your mom's dead. She's not alive. She doesn't exist anymore. She's
My
in the
immersion.
ether forever. I will find something eventually. Oh wait. No, it's even
Oh, definitely not that. I know what that is.
Yeah.
Not
that
that.
one's scary.
I
I
have that one.
clicked on it because the name was familiar.
I have that one saved. That one's terrifying. Put that away.
Oh gosh. You know what? I'm gonna. Nope. All this is too scary. I'm scared now.
What mood are you going for right now?
I don't know. Just. I kind of liked the more mysterious vibes of that piano music as well. Skyrim.
I was gonna say, just go for
one,
something. from
one,
Skyrim.
one in doubt, return to Skyrim.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
Skyrim's pretty good. That was good.
What lies before you appears to be the body of your mother, Taru.
Asra will go over, and she's like passed down the ground.
Yes.
He'll go over, and you know how people do that thing where like they'll kneel next to someone that will just like cradle their head in their lap. Also, how do you zoom?
For me, it's just.
I'm on my
For me, it's
laptop.
just scrolling.
Oh no, I'm rotating. Shit.
If you're rotating, are you holding control?
No.
Huh.
What about 2 fingers forward?
Oh, genius. Thank you, Jimmy.
Jimmy the genius.
It's 2 fingers down, but yeah, it's concept. Yes, thank you, Jimmy. Very
I
epic.
use 2 laptops.
She appears to be asleep.
Yeah.
I guess I can try calling out. Mother. Is that you? Shake, shake, shake.
The
Oh,
eyes
yeah.
open.
Oh.
You see the truly reassuring blue eyes of your mother. Asura, is that you?
Mm,
Just had
probably.
the strangest of dreams. And her first confused expression turns into a frown, and you can see tears begin to well up in her eyes as she shoots up and embraces you.
Welcome back. Yeah, you can see Osprey getting a little teary-eyed as he returns the hug.
I'm so sorry for everything I've done to you. She weeps.
We're only here now, speaking to one another in person because of what you've done. So don't apologize.
She tries to wipe the tears off of her face with the backs of her hands. And thank you. I am so proud of you.
Astra doesn't really say anything. She just kind of holds her.
Thomas. This touching reunion goes by the wayside for you. As you realized it immediately when you pulled the consciousness of Asura's mother out from within his being. It was the same
Huh?
as the memories that you currently hold on to.
Interesting. So perhaps I
Huh?
could supplant one of those into one of these?
Perhaps.
Oof. That's intense.
You hold all their memories,
I have all three of them.
so you can pick one.
I mean,
I
yeah.
mean, you could potentially use all of them. But unlike the memory that Asura relinquished onto you, you already have these memories.
Yeah. As memory.
You only need Elijah's help to guide them.
Oh man. All right. I mean,
You're ready, dear.
Elijah, would you be willing to help me bring Glide back?
Of course. Actually,
Oh,
don't know
man.
why. Am I tired at all, Seth? Do I need some time? Can I just do this forever?
For you, it was weird delving into this infinite void is what it felt like to you.
Infinite Fork. He's so junky.
Simultaneously familiar, but also without direction. You could do it again, but it still carries with it the same uncertainty that it did before. However,
I've done it once before.
you have done it once before.
Okay, if you accept the risks.
I mean, at some point in the past, I promised each of them that I'd try to get them their own bodies. So let's start
do
with
it.
the one I like the most, I think.
All right. Also, if you think there's, because I did like the way that you used detect thoughts for that first one. It wouldn't detect thoughts. I don't think would work for this one for you, Thomas, because you already hold on to these
Yeah.
memories. But if you have some sort of other spell or ability,
Hmm. I mean, like, I can guidance myself, I suppose, but
So we're just trying to find a way to make the description
if-
more like.
yeah,
Or,
or if you Elijah had some other spell or ability. I'm not thinking of anything in particular, but if you think you would have something that would help
I could.
facilitate.
I'll try something. This is what I was gonna try if we couldn't do it before. I'm gonna try to not modify, but like use dominate person. And the main thing that
Dominate person.
the one thing that it says is while target is charmed, you have a telepathic link with it as long as you two are in the same plane of existence.
I mean,
That's a pretty like hefty spell slot level. It's a cool use of the spell too. I think I would allow it. The way it would essentially work is I would prescribe like a bonus to the wisdom saving throws of the empty children.
so that's separate from
And
our
they
roles.
would, well, this might be instead of a check from Elijah.
Ah. Okay.
Kind of like how your
Yeah.
detect thoughts automatically worked. This one might
Yeah.
automatically work for Elijah, or maybe not automatically work, but have
Yeah.
very high probability because he has a very high spell save DC.
Yeah.
And a creature without any consciousness would likely have a very low wisdom modifier.
True. Yeah, I mean, other than that, I was thinking I could try to like channel psi points into it with consumptive power, but can save that for one of the other attempts if we try more than just one of them.
So Asra's dad is the one that made all these, right?
He didn't make them. He kidnapped them. They were like Elijah, and they had lives, but he brought them into like this like dreaming demi-plane that he could control and withered their consciousnesses away over time.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty
That's dark.
disturbing.
I was
It
gonna
is
ask
dark.
if I could like because I had some of his power now if I could help, but that's not. I think I'd just be insulting them. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a pretty dark ability that required a lot of study. Like, if anything, your father was determined to find a way to at least regain his old power, if not surpass it.
Damn, there's nothing I can do to help really.
So, I guess the way this would work is Thomas would need to make a check.
I mean, this
I'll
feels
let you.
Arcana-y.
Arcana is one of the checks that I would allow because that's essentially like what your psionics
Cool.
ability would be for you.
Sweet.
So it's a good thing that you have proficiency in Arcana. Does
Indeed.
yeah, I'll let you use guidance on it.
Dope.
How many people still have inspiration? Just out of curiosity.
I used
I do.
mine.
I gave mine up.
Jan still has his.
Jan
Derek
still
might
has
still have
his.
his.
I think Derek still has his.
Yep,
Right?
I do.
So there's 2 people with.
Did
that
Fogel
level.
use?
Did you use it, Vinny? Did you use your inspiration yet?
I did not. I still have my inspiration.
Yeah,
if
so
you want to
there's
use
3.
it.
And if
Right.
there's a way, if somebody thinks they can find a way to help Thomas make this check.
Am I able to do anything else? I can't remember.
Depends.
I guess I
depends
did
on what
guidance, so probably not.
Yeah, you're doing guidance.
I was gonna say creation.
There could potentially be a way to like help you, like essentially take the help action and give you advantage, but I'd need to be convinced.
All right, guys, sell it.
Elijah can't do anything because he's already doing something in this
mean-
like process.
Fogel, you're hanging out. You and Baxter could.
Baxter.
I mean, I'm trying to bring Glide back. Maybe you break the bong out.
Dude.
Yeah, I'm
Entice
sure
her
that
out
would
and
help.
I bring her back. Where are you bringing her back from? Like, what is Glide currently? Just straight up dead in the ether somewhere?
She
Or-
exists as like a psionic memory that Thomas is holding on to.
Wow.
Yeah,
Don't
a
know if I
little
can help there,
a
buddy.
little esoteric,
Yeah,
which is
don't
why
think
I would
can help
definitely
there,
need to
buddy.
be convinced. Well, if there's no
We're convinced of what now? I lost. Like,
convinced, I need to be convinced of a way to like. I'm not just gonna be like, oh, you can use the help action to give Thomas advantage.
So a creative.
I would
help
need to
action.
find. Yeah.
I brought your mom back, man.
I know.
Do I still have the bomb?
No, I said it broke after that night.
Channel
I mean,
her
that
spirit.
might
to
summon
return.
her by itself. I don't
Yeah.
even know. If I have to-
Yeah,
Honestly.
sure.
That's the vessel.
All right, if that's the case, then I think we'll just. It's gonna be a straight roll. It's gonna
Alright.
be Arcana and Guidance.
Okay.
So, make an Arcana
You got
check
it.
and add a D4.
Fuck.
We've got other people who've got their things. So let's. Okay.
Oh,
that's
that's
so hype.
Huge.
Hell yeah.
Roll a D4.
Get the 4. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
25.
All right.
25
I
is
think
sick.
I'm comfortable with that.
You're comfortable with that.
Nice.
All right, you're gonna use Dominate Person, Elijah.
Mhm.
I submit.
I decided to give the empty child a wisdom modifier of -4 or 1 wisdom, so it automatically succeeds. I just wanted to create a little bit of tension for a second. Your saving throw DC is so high that it literally cannot succeed. You very you can so easily control the direction of the nothingness contained within this corpse-like being that, similarly to Asura's mother, an unconscious Glide
Bro, this is
manifests.
insane.
This is crazy.
Thomas is like in tears right now.
I think it's gonna become, sorry, Caleb,
Oh,
an
no.
NPC.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's very fine. I really I don't even want it anymore.
God, I need to figure out how to do my Scottish accent again. He had the No, that was almost Irish. I'll need to practice.
I mean, what is she saying? I can reiterate it in the accent if you want.
I
can only do
think
man Scottish.
she awakens on her own. And
Where am I?
stands up
Pipe.
to look at Thomas, who's still a bit shorter than she is. She's gonna be an NPC, but I'll let you kind of
Yeah. I mean, she's like a low level at
or
this point.
narrate like how they would. Also, her I feel her stat block is definitely gonna change.
That's fine. Oh my God, Thomas, where are we? And he like looks over it. I don't even know, Roxana, you're not here, are you? No, you are here. Do you remember the scary lady? Yeah, that one.
Roxana appears behind you.
This is like her home or something. he looks at Roxana.
She's looming over you.
Oh, it's a lovely place, but Thomas, does that mean that we're not in your head? Yeah, I think so. And she's like, she just starts like bursts into tears and like picks him up and gives him a big hug. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it.
Fuck yeah, baby.
All right.
And he's just like, whoa. And then when she like puts him down, she's like, did you get bigger? Yeah. A little bit.
He's finally had a couple of months to go through puberty.
A little bit.
I can listen to Kale talking to himself for hours, bro.
Oh god. Did you try to get the others back? Are they still in you? I don't remember what was going on honestly before this. She starts to like get a little more confused because to her it seems like she was maybe just in his head for a really long time.
Yeah, but
And like passed
I
out or
feel
something. But
she would definitely realize that this is not within Thomas's mind because you're no longer in the cabin or in the cottage rather.
yeah, she's sort of freaking out about it. To be honest. How did you get me back in the first place? Thomas would probably look over at Elijah and be like, well, you see that floating thing up there? He basically was able to take you out of me and put it into that. And now you're here. Alright, well, none of my business, never mind. Are you trying to get the other two back? And she's looking at Elijah for that.
Am I still good to do it again?
Yeah. In fact, you're feeling, despite like using that spell slot, you're actually feeling something interesting.
Uh-oh.
Spicy.
Seems that by essentially communicating with these empty children, the nothingness within yourself begins to take a new form of its own. Kind of like it's the answer to a question that you never knew that you had that's beginning to take shape. So maybe helping Thomas reclaim the two remaining allies, or just to keep doing this in general,
What's this warm
might
fuzzy feeling I have in my stomach?
awaken something within you.
Yeah, I'll do it again. Let's go again.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would probably go to Olimar next. I posted
Yeah.
her memory in the chat, and I will be removing it from my character sheet.
All right, yeah. Anybody wants to read? Uh,
Be-
I made these memories as actual items to
Do
try
you
to
say?
bait
Do you still
Caleb.
have them as items
I
before
do.
I delete it?
I think so.
Okay. I just
Let
want to make
me.
sure
I
I'm
can.
just
I
deleting
can.
it from my sheet and not
I think
from
I
you.
do. Yeah, I do.
All right, cool. So there she goes. Next up would be Olimar, Memory of Ambition,
Formless.
and
Hey, don't put up Ithtooks yet.
I haven't. Um,
Wow. Oh, so you get like permanent buffs, but like
If
they're
he choose,
gone.
if he
yeah,
chose
if I
to,
had consumed any of
They're
these,
gone forever. That's crazy. Whoa.
that was my way of taunting Caleb. Is giving him permanent powerful buffs in exchange for giving up on his character's backstory.
Because you didn't want to deal with
Oh.
your character.
But he didn't do it, and I am very much respecting this.
That's sick.
Okay, so Elijah, are you willing to help Thomas transfer yet another one of his mental companions?
This is gonna be the third three-way. I'm down.
Hell
Okay.
to the yeah.
I'll use the
Okay.
dominant person again.
Thomas. It
Unless-
will
yeah,
be another another
Arcana.
skill check. It'd be Arcana. You can use guidance again.
All right.
That's-
Okay.
That was my last.
Ooh,
fifth
he's
level
using
skill.
dominate
All right.
person.
Nice. All right.
Plus one.
All right. I guess I'll use. I guess I wanted to ask, what would using creation affect it in any way? It does say non-living object, so I was thinking probably not.
Let me read it real quick.
I'll drop it in the chat. Don't place a measured template.
I mean, obviously that's not what creation's meant to be used for,
Yeah.
but this is something so specific to like Thomas's.
It's also
thing.
very Olimar coded. That was the other thing.
It is also very Olimar coded. I think I would allow it. You can only use it once per day, right?
Yeah. I
Or
believe
like
so.
once per long rest.
Yes.
I would allow it for sure, because it's like this weird thing where I don't know, is his memory a living being?
Not really. I
Is
suppose.
this empty child really a living being either? Like, I don't know.
I mean,
I feel
that's
like
up to you.
it's like in a weird esoteric way. I like it. Go ahead.
It's a long rest. It's not per day, but
Yeah, long rest.
Yep.
Okay.
all right. Arcana, baby. Here we go.
Well, if you want to use creation for this one,
Mm-hmm.
no check.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
what the?
Oh.
cheers,
Wait.
mate.
Does
And
that mean I need? Does that mean I still need to use hope? Dominate person or no?
you would need to make a check if
Oh, okay.
if you didn't use, because like It's essentially the same thing as last round, or the round with Asura, except Asura is not part of this daisy chain anymore. It's just you and Thomas, so you both have to succeed on checks, but you're using resources in place of these checks right now. So in this case, neither of you need to make a check.
Holy shit.
Baby boy Olimar.
Wow.
What
That's
does Olimar
wild.
sound like?
That's a great question. Let me pull
Just
up.
I
very
forgot.
British. Oh, bruv!
British.
It's
Oh, yeah,
Tuesday, isn't it?
It's
Oh,
What a
Tuesday.
utopian society, innit?
Where am I? What is this place? He's like looking around all confused until he finally looks down low enough to see Thomas.
Was he
You
always that pretty?
did you
Oh yeah,
do
he was
this?
beautiful.
Are we? Am I?
Jesus.
Wait a minute. Did you do it? Did you really pull it off? There's absolutely no way you pulled this off. Oh my god. And he looks up and he
Okay.
sees Glide. He's like, holy shit, you already did her first before me. Okay, fine, but at least you gonna try for Ithtuk, or you just gonna leave him in there? I mean, I get it if you do, but you know, we were all trapped. Oh my god, I can't believe. He's like looking around at everybody, like totally astonished. My god, I really never thought I would get out of there. Oh my. And if you'll allow, I'm just gonna make him do a levitate out of sheer joy. Um, on himself, and he's just gonna go flying around in a little circle around the room and joy.
Okay. It's not only a reunion for these companions of yours, but it's the first moment of, in spite of this being in a really like drab
Location could be better.
yeah, location could be better, but this is like the first true freedom they've had.
Yeah, since
Like with the knowledge that like they're not going to have to give up their body soon.
yeah, no, they're like, I imagine Glide going through her head right now is just like, it's my like what am I able to do, and am I stuck in wherever this is? And Olimar does not care. He is just ecstatic.
Oh, the moon.
Okay, I guess we'll try for Ithtuk. See if we can 3 for 3.
Heck yeah, baby. 3 for 3.
Okay. There's another empty child here.
All right, let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can add to this.
Yeah,
Is this a third one?
this would be the third and final one.
Hold on, let me
Oh.
look at it.
Well,
You think
you know what I just thought of?
What did you just think of?
I'll spend my sorcery points to regain a 5th level spell
Oh
slot.
no, you animal!
I
Let's go.
love that Chris is using his resources to help another character
Character development.
achieve their goals.
Yeah,
I am
that-
loving this. Wait, Chris, you've already used your inspiration, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it's-
have.
Have another inspiration on the heads.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, you create a 5th level spell slot, which I think is like what, like 7 sorcery points.
7. I have
Which
2
is-
left.
That's no small cost, especially because there's still the rest of this dungeon to get through. but it hasn't gone unnoticed. So take that
It's okay,
extra
we're spawning
inspiration.
NPCs to take
Your
this fall.
side of this
Yeah,
will
literally.
automatically succeed. Fittingly, this all comes down to Thomas.
Okay, I have an idea because Ithtuk was such a brute, if you will.
Would the Philosopher's Stone help drag him out?
I was gonna say that I would hurt myself voluntarily with consumptive power and try to force it into this body with the memory.
All right, I'll let you. This isn't gonna like give you guaranteed
Sure.
success. Here's how this is gonna work. So the way the consumptive power works, right, is it's let's see. Hit points, reduce your current and maximum hit points by the number of side points you'd normally expend. I'll let you expend up to 5 psi points, and each psi point that you expend will give you a +1 bonus
All right, I'll spend all 5.
to this check.
We still have a dungeon here, folks. Just letting you know.
Hey man, I'll spend all 5.
All right, you
Fuck the
spend
dungeon.
5 of your hit points.
I hope the party gets
both your
TPK the
current
rest
and
of the
maximum number of hit points.
Immediately
It looks
after.
like it applied that correctly to your health, which is good. You're going to have you can use guidance again, so it'll be your Arcana check +5 +1d4,
Arcana check.
which is
+5.
gonna be a very high bonus. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What do you get? Holy shit! Let's go!
So 30.
25.
Yeah, it would be 30 with the additional 5.
Oh, that rolls without the fucking bonus.
Yeah, that
That's
was just the
crazy.
check without either of the bonuses.
Whoa.
So yeah, a 30 total. I feel like, unlike the other two, Elijah, you just feel like this incredible burst of mental energy coming from Thomas, this confidence bursting from within him. Just like this mental shock rings throughout both Elijah and Thomas, as like this invisible force just flings you both away from this empty child. And in its place is Ithtuk.
It took you long enough. Aha!
He like
Come on,
comes
come
in
on.
with like the superhero fist to the ground style.
Oh, Jesus
He
Christ.
stands up. Hold on, which one was this one?
Dang, this token looks sick. I forgot how cool he looked.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, he's a cool boy.
wild. Strank boy. Yeah. Oi! Where am I? He looks up from like the ground that is disheveled at his feet. Boy, you bring me back. You get me out of there. How did you do it? And Thomas is like shaking a little bit. Then he gets up and dusts himself up. Well, see, there's these like floating body things, and like, Elijah helped me put you in one of them so you could have your own body back. And he like rushes up to Thomas and he picks him up. Boy, you've done it! I can't believe you've done it! He like literally just yeets him up into the air. and does hopefully catch him. I can't believe I'm finally out of your stupid head. Oh my god, I can walk again. This is incredible. And like he's got like all his like scales on his head or whatever, like is like flared up as possible. This is what freedom feels like. And yeah, he is just happy to be back.
Yeah, happy to be back, and something to note here. This is my narrative way of saying no, fuck off. Each of the like people that you essentially just resurrected, they are incredibly fatigued from the process. I am not adding more people into these combats. I would rather die.
I was gonna say, is there
So
is
they're
there a way to, like,
essentially for the until the next like long rest, they're gonna be essentially useless. So you probably don't want to throw them into the fray.
I was gonna say I was gonna volunteer it, or like if you'd magically allow it, for two of them to just leave this realm entirely.
To leave this realm.
Like go to the regular place, not Thalas Shoshana.
Guys, I have banishment.
What
So do I.
you do have banishment. Interesting thing
He
though.
go back to
Send
the
them back
void.
into his mind.
I honestly, this might just be a luck roll because think about it, they never actually were ever in the Cerulean Garden.
True.
They
True.
died.
Yeah, I don't think
They
banishment's the way to
died
go
like at
about
the
it,
moment of like this of the Great Steeping. So I don't know how this would pan out.
Oh, they all died during. I can't remember when they died.
Yeah, they all
Remember
died,
when
like,
everybody was in Thomas's mind and
I
you
wasn't there
relived
for
their
that session.
memories? Glide died during childbirth. Olimar was pushed by his brother from like their family's tower. Ithtuk was fucking torched by a dragon.
yeah.
Oh, this all
Yeah.
happened before the Great Steeping?
Like as the Great Steeping was happening.
Great Steepening was happening.
The Great Steepening.
It's getting steeper.
It's getting steeper. The greatest steepening. The steepeningest.
Oh, and that was what his was.
Once per long rest when you use your rest. Wow! These are.
No, they're
busted.
crazy good.
These are pretty.
Especially because they're
busted.
just permanent buffs. But I trusted Caleb to not give in to the temptation of making Thomas the very powerful boy
Dark Thomas arc.
and give up his old companions. But yeah, here we are.
If he had gone,
Elijah.
his teen angst didn't get the best of him.
As if
Flirted with it.
as if because the way that the winged one described it is that the empty children, so you didn't like they don't belong anywhere. Essentially, they're like an empty vessel that, because they're not bound by a fate, essentially, like their potential is infinite. And reaching out to these other empty children here, you get a taste of what the Winged One truly means. because you are nobody, you can be anybody. So here's what this is gonna mean.
Oh no.
You can figure it out after this session, or start thinking about it now. You're essentially going to get a second subclass from any class.
Oh shit!
Unlimited
So you're
potential.
currently 10th level. So you pick a subclass from any class. We're gonna treat it as if it's like your 10th level, so you'd get all the way up to 10th level features from that subclass.
Oh.
Bruh.
Wait a second.
Crazy.
And
Oh,
if it uses
crazy.
if the subclass uses resources, so like a bard might use bardic inspiration, we'll figure out a way to use your sorcery points instead of that resource. Okay?
What the fuck?
That's sick.
That's
Likewise.
crazy.
I mean, maybe not likewise, but adjacent to that. Thomas. By relinquishing the memories of your companions, all of the psionic energy and power that you've amassed over 40 years is now yours and yours entirely. You're gonna get a new feat that I'm gonna put into let me see if I can find it. That'd be helpful. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, here it is. It is a feat called Transcended Mind.
Oh damn.
So yeah, you can go ahead and read that.
Thank you.
Reunions. Reunions, a long time in the making. Reunions that you weren't even entirely sure were possible to be had. All occurring in the depths, the bowels of this tainted land. Such moments of happiness residing in this place of despair. But your task is not over yet. There's still yet to be found down here. At the very least, there is a vampire, a high vampire, trapped here.
Didn't the
One of
wicked
the
one say?
keys needed to unlock the gates to Rostohur, and I'm sure that while all of this is so touching, Roxana, your mind is focusing on these things. And yes, Jose, what did the Winged One say? And in fact, it was what did he say regarding this place that you're currently in?
Roxana's dad's also here.
According to the Winged One, Roxana, you may be able to encounter your father in these depths.
Dungeon of the
So,
Dads.
With all of this to explore, I'm gonna ask
D&D, Dungeons and Dads.
Dungeons and Daddies. I think that's the name of an actual.
That's an actual
It
podcast,
is
yeah.
an actual
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
One of the players is Freddie Wong, if
Yeah.
you remember.
Rocket Jump.
I haven't
Yeah,
heard
Rocket
that name
Jump.
in years.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Dungeons and Daddies. It's a pretty like funny concept for a D&D campaign. It's essentially like a bunch of dads in a minivan get isekai'd into a fantasy world to like save their sons who are all going to like soccer practice or something, but also got isekai'd into this fantasy world.
Sick.
Yeah, true meaning of D&D here though. So I'll ask you this. How do you plan on tackling the rest of this dungeon? Do you wish to
Ooh.
free/destroy this high vampire first? I guess she's locked up. So you could ignore her until you've dealt with the rest of the dungeon. I'll say that you guys could take a short rest right now.
Oh, bless. Wait,
People should have at least one new hit die.
I was gonna ask. Is Thomas's HP permanently reduced?
It's not permanently reduced. I think it's until he finishes a long rest.
Okay, but if I cast Greater Restoration before, I was waiting for a moment to ask this. For like half
Does
an
Greater Restoration cancel these types of effects?
One effect reducing the target's hit point maximum.
And one of the following effects. Yeah, that would work. Raw
Since I'm
rules
gonna
is
take-
written.
Since I'm gonna take a lot, I was a short rest anyway. May as well.
I'm gonna
All right.
cast
Thank
Prayer
you.
of
Yeah,
Healing.
he casts Greater Restoration on Thomas. So Thomas, your current hit points are still reduced, but your maximum is no longer reduced. So you could get more hit points back.
Sure, I'll roll one die.
How's everyone looking on health?
Back up to full.
Yeah, I'm
My
at full too.
resources are.
I'm under half.
I missed.
My
Yeah,
health.
you have a lot of hit dice though, Asura.
How did it
Also,
work?
don't forget to get your short rest resources back. So yeah, for like Asura and Thomas, Asura gets his spell slots, Thomas gets his psi points.
Do my side points go up?
I will say this, Derek. How many uses of what is it called?
What the hell is on this?
Derek, the cleric. I cannot remember what that resource is called for the life of me.
Journey?
Your channel. You have like 2 uses of channel divinity. Have you used either of them?
Channel Divinity, Path to Grave. One creature you can see.
Well, just
yeah,
like
let's
the
first.
general resource of channel divinity. Have you used any of them?
I have
right,
not.
Okay, you still have 2 uses.
I would
one
read
of the
it,
things,
but
one
there
of
are
the
dice
optional
that are
class
rolling
features
over
that they added for clerics was harness
Mhm.
divine power. In like Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. You can expend a use of your channel divinity to fuel your spells as a bonus action. You touch your holy symbol, utter a prayer, and regain 1 expended spell slot, the level of which can be no higher than half your proficiency bonus rounded up. So, by using that ability, you could get back a 1st or 2nd level spell slot. You get your channel divinity back on a short rest, which is why I mentioned that.
Oh, interesting. I don't have that on my spell sheet. Or on my
Yeah, it's a
because it's Tasha's. Yeah.
yeah. I can just quickly add it. So
Alright,
yeah,
I
you
will.
could.
Well, I only have 1 hit die, but I will use that free spell slot to cast
mass healing word, or not mass healing word. Prayer of healing, because I need more health.
Prayer of healing is a good one.
All right. Who needs health besides me? Because I'm mainly doing this for me, but everyone else is a bonus.
I have 31
I'm
out
all
of 70
good, yeah.
after using my hit dice.
Oof.
Oh,
All right.
So you can do that to how many people?
6.
I have
6
50
people.
out of 69.
All right.
59.
Vogel,
I'm at 4.
Elijah, Asura,
16.
me, Inyan.
Is that 5?
Yeah, but everyone else was full.
Oh, okay.
Does it work on constructs?
I was about to say I'm gonna hit Baxter with it just for the memes. I don't know if it'll actually work.
Does that work on Baxter, or is there a
I don't-
specific thing?
No, no
I don't
effect
think
on
it
undead or
does.
constructs.
No.
It says it in the spell.
But he's a real boy.
That's
Well,
fine.
I think he has a thing that you can only repair him using like mending, right?
Yeah.
Can't you use mending anyways?
And love.
Lenny?
Wait, can I use mending on Baxter?
You guys are just like
Oh,
Derek
almost fully
suddenly
free.
knows how fucking artifice
No, I
works.
just have the mending cantrip.
You must have been an artificer in a past life.
Guys, by the way, this transcended mind thing is fucking insane.
Is it?
Yeah, it's crazy. And I will be helping you guys and hurting others all in one fluid motion.
Nice.
That is.
Okay. Very nice. So I guess I'll leave this question to you guys. Deal with I'll leave it open ended. What is your guys' plan?
Vamp. Unless Roxana thinks otherwise.
Yeah.
Start.
I feel like we should save your dad for big finale. And we should do intermediary intermediary vamp.
UK buddy?
No. I have work in an hour. I'm not okay.
Yeah, I think
Wait. Yeah, okay.
I mean she wanted to take out that vampire like before we even came in here. So she's definitely down to do that as the next thing.
Okay.
Vamp.
Vamp.
As the party tends to their wounds, various companions and loved ones once lost try to get a feel for their new bodies. There's still perhaps more than one menace residing in this deep place under Thalas Ashana. But we'll have to face those things next time.
No
Fucking
vamp.
incredible.
No vamp.
session.